Good morning. In this video, I'm going to show you start to finish a student who has hit one of the House Bill 410 thresholds. First thing I'm going to do is figure out who has hit thresholds. If I come out here to the ad hoc reports, that's the paper icon, I go to the analytics hub, and I'm going to open up the attendance folder. In the attendance folder, there are House Bill reports, and they're up here at the top. I'm going to go ahead and run the absence threshold detail. And this report is going to tell me which students have hit the threshold. When the submission screen loads, I'm going to have to fill out all the boxes, or there's another trick. If you just want all the thresholds, you can change every one of these drop downs in the middle to not equal to, and then you don't have to select anything on the right. But I'm going to leave them as what they were, is one of, so I can show you something. School name is one of. When I come over here, notice I only have the high school. That's because only high school has students have hit the threshold. If your building isn't in there, then none of the students have hit the threshold yet. So I'm going to mark the high school. Student status name, I want all the student statuses. So I'm going to say not equal to. Grade level, I want all the grades that are in the high school, not equal to. And when I hit not equal to, that means I don't have to wait for these drop downs on the right to populate, and I'm just going to hit OK. And the report's going to spit out all the students that have hit the thresholds. And I only have one. This is my test student, Juanita, and I'm going to go ahead and look her up in Dazzle. Now, by the way, since this is a detail report, I can go here. Detail means it comes out nicely in CSV or Excel, so I can easily export this to CSV, and then I have a really nice Excel document that I can work with. Here's that Excel document. I also want to show you another report in here real quick, because I think this is going to come in handy once we get into full swing of things with attendance. There is a threshold report by a date range. So you can use this report and say, well, now I only want the kids that hit the threshold this week because they've taken care of all the ones that hit it last week. So feel free to use this report also. Again, this has the threshold trigger date. You can pick a range. So let's go ahead and pull up Juanita. And I'm also going to pull up ODE's House Bill 410 doc. And I highly encourage you to have this handy and print this out if you have questions. All I did was went out to ODE's website. You type HB410, hit search to this first doc. House Bill requirements. If you're in doubt of what you have to do, here are the rules of what the hour increments are. But page 2, district responsibilities when a child has excessive absences, and district responsibility when a child is habitually truant. Essentially, you have to create an absence intervention team. You have to assign the student to that team, and then you have to implement the plan, the student's absence intervention plan. So let's go through those steps, how you would do that in Dazzle. First, I'm going to go to her school absence page and show you all these absences she has. Now, that report, I closed it real quick, but she had actually hit the consecutive habitual absences. So that's 30 absences in a row. When I look at her attendance, yep, she missed last Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and this school is 6.5 hours. So 6.5 times 5, she's up to 34 hours or whatever. The rule says 30 consecutive hours, so that's how she hit that rule. Each student's school absence page has a link to the student absence intervention page, so I'm going to click that. There's also in the I want to menu up here, if you click this white triangle, it will take you straight to the view student absence intervention page. So I'm on her page, and sure enough, it says habitual truancy. Well, wait a minute, it says 0 out of 30. Well, that's because this is a known defect. It only shows 30, or it'll only show the correct number if the calc is run on the same day she hit the threshold. So don't worry about that. Come down here, it says habitual truancy, and she hit that on the 16th, and that was last Friday. So this is what I need to concentrate on. I'm going to go ahead up here and click Create Intervention. And I need to set up her intervention team. If you have staff members, you can start searching for them here. If they don't pull up, you can always go Other. And let's go Sarah Smith. She's principal. I'm going to add Sarah Smith. We're going to add the parent, which is, we'll do Morris. That's her mother. And then I could add as many staff or contacts as I wanted. Team created on. I created it today, and I'm actually going to implement the plan, or excuse me, the team was created on today, and the plan I'm going to say is created on today. This date right here is what is being sent to ODE, and this plan created on date, per these House Bill 410 requirements, has to be within 14 school days. So number 3, within 14 school days after the assignment of the team, the district will develop the student's intervention plan. So again, this date here has to be within 14 days of when she hit the threshold. So she hit it on the 16th. I have 14 school days. So I'm well within that time frame. This is the date that's going to go to ODE. Here I'm going to say that I sent Morris the letter. Now, this drop down, the top one, this little icon that doesn't show correctly in my browser, that signifies that she's the primary. And when you select them, it's the star, meaning they're the primary. So we sent the written notification. We sent it today, and it was for habitual truancy. And I'm going to put over here a note to myself, letter sent 8/22/19. I'm going to go ahead and update so I can save this information. Now I come over here and I have a print letter button. And when I click this, I have absence intervention. You're only going to get this print letter button if school started and you actually have templates loaded. And I have another video out on the Dazzle portal page. So the Dazzle portal page is this page when you first log in. And down at the bottom of this page, there's all these videos. And there is a video on the how to edit the absence intervention letters. Because what's so great about these absence intervention letters, so I'm going to go back there and I'm going to print letter and I select my letter. What this letter does is it automatically pulls all of her information out of Dazzle. The magic. So I opened this up, sure enough, pulled my address of my school and my phone number and mom's name, and it's inserting Juanita's name automatically in the letter, signed by the principal, and bingo, here are all her absences. So she has missed 3.25. So here's that week last week where she's missed 6.5 every day. And that's how she got to the 30 consecutive hours. This letter goes on to tell you the different log criteria. And right here, we have a total of 34.25. So I could go File, Print, and save this letter. I could save it to my desktop, print this letter, etc. Now, I do want to point out, remember that letter said 34.25, but these say 34. That's because these round. So these are only going to show whole numbers. Now, if you have any questions about these letters or how you create the absence intervention, please don't hesitate to, again, contact us by sending us a ticket. Thanks.